What is your current job? Who do you work for and how long have you had your current role?
I am the Vice President of Marketing and Corporate Engagement for United Way of Summit in Medina. I've been in the role for about a year and a half now. I first stepped into the position as just the Vice President of Marketing, and after about a year with the organization, I got a promotion and became the Vice President of Marketing and Corporate Engagement.
What did you think you wanted to do for a career when you were a teenager?
So from a very, very young age, somewhere around the age of 3, I thought I was going to be an electrical engineer. That was all I wanted to do. At a very, very young age, I saw the original Star Wars that got released back in the 70s, and I was roughly 2 years old. It left a long-lasting impression on me. I saw the robots and the spaceships, and when I got back home to my mom, all I could talk about was spaceships and robots. And I was that way for the rest of my life. And I asked her, I was like, what do I have to do to build spaceships and robots? And she told me that I needed to learn a lot of science. I was interested in the field of electrical engineering from that point on, and never would have imagined that I would have ended up in the field of marketing. For the first half of my life, Star Wars pretty much led me. Like, Yoda was my mentor. There's a line in the movie in which Yoda says, do or do not, there is no try. And that was my mantra. It was either I was going to do it and get it done, but I was never going to half-heartedly do it. And that and my like I said, my love of technology just kind of pushed me through life.
If you could give your middle school self some advice, what would it be?
If I could give my middle school self some advice, what I'd reach back and say to young me is, it's okay to be different. I grew up always wanting to fit in, wanting to be with the cool crowd, and never was. And I spent a lot of time and energy trying to do that. And in the end, what ended up happening was that over time, I embraced the fact that I thought different and I did things differently, and it became something that helped me out. That was something that people looked for, and because I did things slightly different, it caught attention. And in a world of marketing, what I want is someone to pay attention to me so that I can tell them what I actually want them to know. And the other thing is, never give up on your passions, the thing that you love. I loved comic books and cartoons, and much later in life when people were saying, aren't you too old for that? And there were gaps where I gave up on them, or things that I always wanted to do. Like, I always wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons, never did it until I became an adult. Those are things that, looking back on it, I wish I had kept up. I have always found a way, now that I'm back into the things that I loved when I was younger, to use those moments as learning experience that feed back into my job. So I've always wanted to be a DJ. I eventually became a DJ. Now when I DJ, I'm playing around with technology in a way that helps me. So like, if I record myself DJing, I learn how to edit video, and then that video editing skill then plays out in my work. Like, there's always a way to learn from the things that you're passionate about. So even if it seems like it's not connected, go ahead and do it anyway.